Every good pick deserves a good bet, and we're talking about the betting portion of things with Brian Nadeau, horseplayernow.com, and Jeremy Plunk. Brian, tonight we're going to talk about Exactas. Tell the fans what Exactas are all about.
Well, an exacta bet is basically you're picking two horses in a race, or you can pick more than two horses, but they need to finish first or second in a race. So you get a little more, obviously you get a little more bang for your buck. It's not just a win bet. You're dealing with two different horses. They need to run first and second, and therefore you're going to get paid a little better when that happens.
Now, if those horses don't run first or second, one wins and another horse finishes second, and your second horse runs well out of the money, there's no return there. You've got to get both of them in.
Yeah, your ticket's going on the ground, and when that happens, but so that's why you get paid more. And it's a harder bet to hit. It's a more rewarding bet to hit, and sometimes what you can do with an exacta, you might be able to turn a 6-5 favorite into a 10-1 if you can get him on top of a nice price underneath in the exacta. If a long shot maybe runs second, the exacta is going to pay a little bit better than if a 2-1 runs second. It's not going to pay well at all.
Exactas are known as exotic wagers. Anytime you get an exotic wager, you're talking about betting on more than one horse. So it goes above the win, place, and show. It's kind of that first step into the exotic wager realm. And it's for both novice and experienced bettors. I think a novice bettor can get involved in the exacta pools, understand what's going on, and utilize a lot of times a box. Explain the box.
Yeah, the exacta box it's a very famous bet for the novice player. An exacta box allows you to box two or more horses. That way they can run in any order, first or second, in the exacta. It doesn't have to be, if you go to the window and say, I want a 5-1 exacta, well, the 5 has to win, the 1 has to run second. If you go to the window and say, I want a 5-1 exacta box, then they can run first or second, not contingent on the order, and therefore it gives you a little more leeway. You can be wrong, but yet still be right.
Right, the exacta box will cost you two combinations. It's not a separate bet. It's basically a 5-1 exacta and a 1-5 exacta. So it'll cost you twice as much as if you would have played it straight. But again, then you can cover it that way. A 3-horse exacta box, say you like the 1, the 2, and the 3, is really 6 different combinations. There's 6 different ways that combination could come in. 1-3, 2-3, 1-2, 2-1, that sort of thing. 6 different ways it could come in. So it will cost you $6 for every $1 wager when you play the 3-horse exacta box. And that's probably, in the world of exotic wagering, the 3-horse exacta box is probably that first step for most people.
Yeah, that's the bet a lot of novices like. It gives them some margin for error, yet it still gives them a reasonable chance to cash a ticket. Doesn't cost that much, and you can root for 3 horses essentially to run a winning race, and you're going to get rewarded for it.
I think when you move up the ladder and you become more confident in your handicapping and more confident in your wagering, you want to avoid those boxes. I think you want to have a more firm opinion on one of the 3 horses and spend your money a little bit more focused that way. You can get more combinations or you can get more play on a particular combination instead of spreading your money out so much. But for the beginning level, a 3-horse exacta box, not a bad way to go.
Yeah, absolutely, like Jeremy said. Maybe once you get a little more advanced, you have a stronger opinion. Basically, the 3-horse exacta box is saying you like all of those 3 horses the same. Well, you probably really don't in reality, but with an exacta box, it takes away some of your other maneuvers, so to speak, you can do in a race. If it's cost $6 to box 3 horses, well, if you have a stronger opinion, you like a horse on top, you can add 4 more horses underneath for the same amount of money. So the exacta box is a little safer bet, but as you get more advanced in your handicapping, you might venture away from it a little bit more.
A lot of different ways you can go on the exactas. You can play a lot of different combinations. Learn what works best for you. But again, have an opinion before you go to the windows on any of your exotic wagers.